I'm going to say some words from the perspective of the scientific committee. And as he walks behind me, I really want to start by saying that the Barcelona Graduate School was the vision of Andreu Mas-Colell. And it's a pretty wonderful thing to be able to talk about vision of somebody and to have the person here. So that's a glorious fact, and we should recognize it. It was started at a time of stress, and for people who understand how to grab a moment, a moment of stress can be a moment of opportunity. And great leaders and great societies are able to take advantage of these situations and turn stress into opportunity. And you know the story. Two university economics departments came together with two research units, and it was instantly among the very foremost group of economists in Europe. You know, you can say foremost, people will argue back, but if you look at the quality of the people here, it's quite comfortable to say foremost, with an aspiration to be even better, to be among the foremost in the world. And that's a very, very high aspiration. I should tell you, as a person who really remembers the old days that we were talking about a moment ago, the old days in terms of economics in Barcelona were indeed pretty dreary. I mean, they were pretty dreary throughout Europe on the continent. And the progress has been remarkable. And the amount of competition, if you look at where students come from to the Barcelona Graduate School, just take a look at the materials and see the variety of countries that they come from, the variety of schools. It's all come a long way. But this is not easy work. Part of this choice and competitiveness is that you're always under threat. There'll always be threat that your best faculty will be stolen, and there's always threat that we will here poach some of the best faculty from elsewhere. And as been mentioned in the last session, this is an expensive business. And the scientific committee has been concerned, repeatedly concerned, about the matter of resources and the matter of making this really sustainable. We have no doubts that you can do it. What you have here in Catalonia is pretty remarkable, and it's mostly remarkable in terms of the quality of the human capital. You have established some outstanding master's programs, very competitive ones. You have excellent summer programs. You win awards. The awards sometimes, the Severo Ochoa, come with substantial resources. You have an alumni base. You know, this is 10 years old, but you're building alumni, and the alumni are all over the world. And you have great leadership in Teresa and Ramon. That's really an important part of the capital. Faculty has come together. So the message of the scientific committee is really press on. There's work to do. There are improvements to be made. You can't stand still. And what I mostly want to say is we're very, very impressed with the achievements. We're committed to your success. We stand behind you. Happy birthday. And that was pretty short, too, right?
Thanks, Hugo. And I wanted to thank especially the Scientific Council. I mean, as you know, as you can tell, it's difficult to have a more outstanding Scientific Council than the one we have here. And this certainly was a great idea to have from the beginning, and Andreu is to thank to have the idea and to have people. I remember Bob Solo, which also in one of our meetings saying, well, I didn't know what this was about, but I knew that Andreu was behind, so I said, yeah, sure. So I think that that's played a role. But what is very important is that they are coming here, we have long meetings and discussions, or many times I call on them for advice on different things. So they're part of the Barcelona GSE. They are not coming here to give the blessing. Well, thanks for that, but no, just to check, whether we are doing our work. And the main signal is to understand that this is an ambitious project. Barcelona GSE has been from the beginning, and 10 years down the road, continues to be an ambitious project of research and higher education. And that is what is very good to have people like in the Scientific Council to keep an eye on us, to be critical, to give some new suggestions, and to tell the world that we exist. And I think that's for this, I'm very thankful to you, Hugo, and to all the members, and we're going to have our meeting tomorrow and discuss. Of course, an organization also needs to be organized. We have a very thin organization, it's not very bureaucratic, but the governing body is the board. And I'm very pleased and honored to be the chairman of the board. As you might know, the board has institutional members, the presidents of the two universities, Pompeu Fabra and the Autónoma, of the CSIC, and of the CREI. Barcelona GSE is a little like a small European Union, okay? So you have to see the strength is to being together and having the impact, but you also have different organizations with their own personalities, their differences, their pride too, and I think that one has to be able to do both things. And on this, the board has been very good. In the board, we also have some academics, which have been very useful because we have to do a lot of things that on overseeing the appointment of research professors and so on. But also we have private. This is a private foundation. And they have been very important, not only to help in the funding, but also to give us more understanding that we are here on the society, on the needs, on how it is not trivial how to manage a little endowment. Of course, it's even more difficult to let it grow, but any suggestions are welcome, any contributions most welcome too. But I think that the board has also played a role, and it does play a role. So I also thank you to the members of the board. And of course, what makes it work is the staff. Eduardo Vallori first, and Teresa now as directors have done an excellent work. Me as a chairman, and just not even here physically, so it's them to have the credit, and the staff, the group of people they had. And of course, the faculty and so on. But I don't want to talk to everyone. I just want to leave the word to Joaquin Almunia, which is our honorary president. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Ramon, and thank you very much, of course, to all the team, all the faculty, and all the people working at the Barcelona GSE. When Andreu Mas one day called me to Brussels and told me, Joaquin, can you accept to become the honorary president of the Barcelona GSE? Well, my first question, of course, was, what is this about? Huh? A fantastic project. It's not the only one he had, trying to better organize the academic world, the scientific world, here in Barcelona, in Catalonia, and when he was in Brussels at the European Research Council also. And now the honor is mine, of course, to have been able to observe and to participate in the meetings of the board and in the life of the Barcelona GSE almost since the beginning. I remember Vallori is over there, and Andreu, he was the president. Now in the last years with Ramon Marimon and Teresa García Milá, a fantastic experience. I'm very proud to be a small part of this big success during these 10 years. I was asked by the journalist in a previous press conference about my opinion. I said, 3 main successes of Barcelona GSE. First of all, excellence. Well, I've been a university student in Spain, in my own town in Bilbao, and I am married since many years with a university professor. She belongs to the Complutense University. And I know from outside, I've never been an academic, but now I am teaching, but as visiting, not an academic. But I observed in the Spanish university, in the Spanish universities, in plural, corporatism, trying to favor the closest colleague in the department, forgetting that the excellence of the faculty is the first condition for the universities, for the academic work, for the scientific departments to fulfill their tasks. And here is exactly the opposite in the positive sense, the excellence of the faculty. I am witnessing in the meetings of the board the rigor for the selection, for the recruitment of the faculty, and the imagination trying to attract the best possible and to retain those who receive offers from outside. It's a fantastic experience. But the excellence, of course, the scientific council, the excellence with the way the Barcelona School of Economics organizes their work is a fantastic experience. Deserves, of course, the 2 Severo Ochoa's awards that it has received since now, until now, and I hope will continue to deserve this strong support from the small resources that our country allocates for research. At the same time, is an open institution. It's fantastic to know how many nationalities of the students, 50 nationalities at least. The places in the world where alumni are living and working today, around 100 countries in the world. This openness is a guarantee for success when we are living in an open world, and we will need to be day after day in contact and exchanging views, exchanging experiences, and establishing networks with the world. And third, cooperation. Because on the one hand, the universities in our country are unfortunately characterized for some degrees of corporatism, but it's also true that it's very difficult to find an example of cooperation between different departments, different institutions in the academic world, the 2 universities and 2 research departments, cooperating together in a common project. It's a fantastic experience. It's another guarantee of success. It's the way we need to understand, not only in the academic world, but in our daily life, in our work, in our experience in this 21st century, how to offer the best we are able to offer, and how we can extract the highest value possible of our exchanges, of our cooperation, of our interchanges. This is my view on a fantastic experience that I hope will not only have more anniversaries, that I am sure we'll have, but an experience that deserves to be known and to be copied or imitated, if possible, in this country and around the world. Thank you very much.
Well, it's good to see the kid growing and in good health. I will be brief. There is lunch We had agreed with Ramon that he will talk about the Scientific Council, and I will talk about other things, but since he stepped into my things, I will make a remark on the Scientific Council, which is to thank the Scientific Council because they enrolled with us, they supported us from moment zero, and before knowing what this baby was going to be, and that helped enormously to our credibility with officers, with the political world, with the private world. So thank you very much. But I will concentrate on the non-academics. The GSE is an academic enterprise. Its objective, its impact is all due to the academics, the affiliated professors, the teachers, the scientific council. But to make it possible, there are also non-academics involved, and I want to point out two worlds of non-academics. One is the external ring, the external cover that supports us, and that has made it possible to launch and the GSE, and for the GSE to be what's now. That, I could say, also has two segments. On the one hand, there are the collection of private foundations, all of them Spanish except one, AXA, and that was instrumental. We are a private institution in good part because we count with the support of this group of private foundations, so that has been essential. And second, I also don't want to forget about governments and parliaments and the politicians which are with those governments and with these parliaments. It has been essential, the support of the Catalan government, of the municipality of Barcelona, of the Spanish government. We are severe show, I think, because we deserve it, but everybody knows that the Severo Show program is a very singular one, and that was a government choice, to do that program or not to do that program, and it was the Spanish government that decided to do that program, and also to the Spanish Congress and the parliamentarians, mostly from here, from Catalonia, the representatives that made possible some key supports from, well, let's speak clearly, from the budget that made possible important things, such as the fact that we have an endowment large for Spanish standards, small for world standards, but it's a beginning. So thanks. The second group of non-academics I want to thank is the core, what's inside the GSE, is the administration of the GSE, the people that are running it daily, the people that set all these up. We have had a first-rate administration from the beginning. I cannot say all the names of the people that kept come through us, but let me just say that the two directors, Eduard Bayori and Teresa García-Milà, did a splendid job of putting together an absolutely first-rate group, and I think I will finish by suggesting an applause for them.
We had not said it enough, but I think it was understood that the faculty has been behind the success, and that's what we need. To keep and to hire and to get more faculty in the different units to be always on top. So thanks a lot to the faculty, their teaching, to the research. It's the core of this activity, and that's then what makes the efficient work of the staff and everything have an impact. But our faculty has many talents, so as we end and we go, we will hear some composition made especially for the 10th anniversary by one of our faculties, Greenacre. So thanks. That's the end. We're going to have a light lunch. Thanks for all of you for coming.